Hi, we're Long Range Hustle,
And we're at Big Rock Brewery.
and this is Beers with Bands.
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Why don't you introduce yourselves, tell us your role in the band, and what you're drinking.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. My name's AJ. I'm drinking Kentucky Common. It's very common in Kentucky, I hear. And I'm the drummer in the band of Long Range Hustle.
Nice.
And I'm Jay. I play keyboards and sing, and I'm also drinking Kentucky Common because I can't think for myself. So
Nice. And I am enjoying the Big Rock Craft Lager. So you guys spend a lot of time on the road.
yes.
Yeah,
A lot of time on the road.
a lot of time.
What do you do to pass the time? Like, what do you guys have in the van that you pass the time with?
Okay, so you've kind of hit we got two mics at me. So yeah, you've kind of hit. We've recently started playing D&D,
Oh, nice.
which, I mean, we're not very cool people, so we're trying to pass the time. It's good times though, because I'm like really, really strong in my fantasy life.
That's true.
Who is the dungeon master?
Ooh.
That's Mike, our bassist, and he's a wizard, so it works.
I mean, he's not technically a wizard, but he's a wizard in theory. He's the dungeon master.
yeah.
Nice.
Not to be confused.
Nice. And how is that for like in the car though? Like moving moving vehicle for Dungeons? and
You know,
Dragons?
it works pretty well because you go to your mind palace, right? So you have the whole environment spread out, even though all your friends are just in separate spots in the van.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It works.
It
yeah,
works.
yeah.
And everyone is on board for this. Everyone's willing to
it's,
participate.
it's like embarrassing how into it we are. It's like it's definitely like I'm kind of sad that we're telling you this right now. I feel like we're losing a lot of street cred over this.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Our guitar player Ryan has multiple spreadsheets that he's made in advance, so he knows when to level up his character. He just presses confirm on the next spreadsheet that we all have access to, just in case. You don't know.
It was Ryan's idea, right? To
Yeah.
play Dungeons and Dragons on the road.
Oh.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. This is like when you find out, like, if you were at my house, like watching me go to the bathroom. That's what it feels like right now, that we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
It's all okay. Let's move
This
on.
was a great sketch. Good sketch, everybody.
Right?
Great sketch.
Okay, so let's move on to a little something different. First beers. Do you remember your first beer?
Ooh.
I do, actually. I remember it vividly. It was a crisp Carling lager that I
Carling?
stole from my parents. I had 8 of them my first time drinking them, so they tasted really good, and then they tasted terrible coming back up.
No doubt.
I think mine was either Keats, which is all right. I'm fine with that, or Moosehead. And I don't think I casually drink those anymore. I've moved on
So what?
to Carling.
Nice. Do you remember the first CD you ever bought?
Yes, I had listened to like my parents' music for the longest time, and then I think NHL 2004 had a song by Jet on it, and I was like, I need that album, so I went and bought Jet Get Born first.
The first album that I ever had possession of, unfortunately, was Weird Al Yankovic Greatest Hits,
And-
Volume 1, I believe, which has Eat It and other such hits. But
It's informed his entire personality.
it's
since.
who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And yes, I've seen multiple Weird Al concerts.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But also Queen.
This is
I
like
think Queen would have.
This is like admitting that you play D&D as well.
So we're like having like a confessional moment
Yeah.
right now.
Except
Nice.
I'm very proud to be a Weird Al fan, and I will be at his next concert. It's just
Hey.
going to happen.
Hey, longevity, man.
He's
That's
got
the
the fans.
key, right?
He's got the fans.
Do you remember the first concert? Now you said Weird Al. You did go to a concert, but was that one of your first?
No, that was last year that I got to see Weird Al. As an adult, I made this decision. No, my first concert that I ever went to was Randy Bachman,
Nice.
another Canadian classic. But it was sit down, so it was like a very strange first concert experience, because normally I think you're like standing up in some sort of collective, which I think is closer to,
That's kind of the shows we play.
yeah.
But yeah. My first show, I saw Arlo Guthrie actually at a church in Trenton, Ontario, and I remember just being completely blown away. I'd always like listened to his music. Growing up, my mom was a huge fan, and like Alice's Restaurants, like the coolest long story song of all time. So yeah, I remember that one vividly.
Very cool. What are you listening to a lot of right now? Like, if we pulled out your phone, looked at your playlist, what's on repeat? And if you say Weird Al,
It isn't Weird Al. That will start in a couple of weeks pre-concert. I usually listen to a lot of records way after they gained popularity because I'm like going through the logs of things I've missed in my life. Today I've been ripping a lot of Rufus Wainwright.
okay.
I don't know why I haven't listened to them, but he was on CBC the other day. But also a lot of Dan Mangan. I've been digging into that new album from this year.
Dan's great.
I've recently, I feel like I'm late to the party, just like AJ is, but I've been listening to a lot of War on Drugs. The album they put out in 2017 is amazing. So yeah, that and Tim Baker's new album's awesome. The National just put out an amazing new record. So I don't know. It's
Hard to keep up.
There's a lot.
It's a lot like beer.
Yeah.
Like with new beers coming
Yeah,
out, it's hard to keep up.
That's right.
So, what are you drinking a lot of? Like, and it doesn't have to be beer. Like, but do you have a cocktail you keep
Ooh.
going to now
I've
that
been-
summer's happening?
Lately, I've been drinking a lot of water,
Good.
which has been really positive for my moods. And my
really balances out everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good.
No, but actually, I've been trying to drink less beer, but I'm glad that I'm here. It's like beer's way better than water, so
I've
Yeah.
been ripping Gin Smash. I don't know if you're familiar.
No.
Gin Smash is amazing, and they came out with an iced tea Gin Smash this year, and it's very hard to find, and it's very delicious and very dangerous.
That's
It's
the
very
problem.
good.
Those
Also, I
ones
just
are too dangerous.
realized right now, I've been talking about Weird Al. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt right now. This is looking very bad for the level
no, you're cool.
of commitment.
You're still cool, man. It's fine.
Still cool.
I like
We've had multiple Hawaiian shirts today.
That's good.
Yeah, multiple. If you could only drink one thing for the rest of your life, water is included because we need to survive.
Yeah.
But there's only one other beverage, whatever drink you could ever drink. Like, what would it be?
Wow.
And it doesn't have to be alcohol, but if there's that thing you go to that you're like,
It's gonna be alcohol of some kind, but let me think.
I mean, my main answer was going to be coffee, but then today I had a coffee stout, which is both of those things that I want. So probably coffee stout.
yeah. Yeah, I'll just stick with the Carling Lager.
you're going with Carling?
Why not?
Brand
Cheap.
loyal to Carling.
I'm looking long-term savings. Carling Light.
Nice. And if there is one album, one artist that you could only ever listen to for the rest of your life,
Oh.
I guess like the worst answer would be like the Beatles, probably, because that's like a cop out. Someone with like an insane backlog of music, maybe like Tom Waits or something like that, because he's so crazy and he puts out so much music.
Exactly.
So it would be
I'm going to go with one of the cop-out answers, but I love this album, Queen, Night at the Opera. That's my go-to. Why would you not choose that?
fair enough.
I'm just
Nice.
saying. It's not Weird Al.
Nice.
It's Queen, though.
So you get to brew your own beer.
Okay.
You get to decide on the style.
All right.
You get a secret ingredient. And you get to name it after one of your songs. And you each get to pick one. You each get to make your own beer. What are you brewing? What is your signature beer?
Okay, my signature beer is based off Paddle Away, and it's a stout, and the secret ingredient is lake water.
Nice.
Uh,
Nice.
All right, let me just dial into the memory banks here. Yeah, I'm going to go with something off the new album. I'm going to go with maybe a tasty beer. Let's go with a Pilsner.
Okay.
Going with the Pilsner. I'm going to
Crisp
go.
and refreshing.
We're going to call it Wooden Boy.
Mm.
And we're going to take this beer and we're going to flavor it with, I don't know, like cedar or something. You know, kind of like a cedar tea, and it's going to be very Canadian.
It's
When
very
does-
northern Canadian.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
Oh, it's coming out this summer at a venue near you.
Looking forward to it.
Nice. So on that, what's happening for you guys 2019? What's coming up?
So we just put an album out called Town. That we're sort of finished the initial touring process of that, and so from here on out, we're writing a bunch of new music. We have some good festival spots in the summer. We're playing Riverfest. We're playing Sound of Music. I don't know if we've announced it yet, but I think we're playing Jazz Fest in Toronto. We're taking a trip to Wisconsin. We're taking a trip to New York. So we're trying to spread our radius. We're very Ontario based right now, but we're kind of trying to break out and
Branch out.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And we can find you on all your social medias at.
Long Range Hustle, pretty much everything is, or Long Range Hustle or Long Range Hustle Music on, Facebook, Instagram.
Don't forget
Twitter,
MySpace. We're also on MySpace still.
MySpace, Friendster.
Check it out.
MSN chat. Hook me up.
I'm getting a lot of from our manager, which means definitely go check out the MySpace.
Yeah.
It has a song called Beatsalicious on it that our old drummer made, and it is like
It still stands up.
it's every default setting from GarageBand in one song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's great.
Nice. You only need one song if you put all the settings in it.
Exactly.
You have 2 weeks to check this out before apparently it gets ripped down from time.
Nice. And we will post all the links to all their socials in the post below. We are Beer X on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single one of our fun interviews with the bands that we get to talk to. We are Beers with Bands at Beers Bands on Twitter and Instagram. And thanks so much, guys.
Thanks
Cheers.
for having us. Cheers. Okay.
Okay.
What, are you ready for
You
this?
ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Jay,
And I'm AJ.
and we're in Long Range Hustle.
And this is Beers with Bands.
I think we were supposed to say Big Rock Brewery first.
Oh, really?
Damn it.
Oh.
All right, let's try again.
Okay, you got this.
All right, we can do this.
So easy.
All right, okay. Shh, shh, shh.